So Good Boy is an interesting horror film that is a little bit more than just a gimmick. It is a supernatural horror film that follows a gorgeous pup named Indy. He's staying at a haunted house with his owner Todd, who is deathly ill. It is very much a visual story. There is some dialogue between human characters to fill in gaps, but much of what the movie has to say is communicated visually. The camera always hovers around ground level, so the movie is seen from Indy's point of view, and human faces are kept out of focus or out of frame to keep it that way. At its core, the movie is about the loving and seemingly telepathic relationship between a person and their dog. Everything symbolizes how dogs express and reflect our shared experiences with them. And that's really the glue holding this movie together. On the surface, though, it is a supernatural horror flick. It is suspenseful and actually frightening at times. There are a few jump scares, and some of the quiet scenes where you can sense a looming threat are actually pretty tense. It can be repetitive, though, and dare I say, a little bit sensationalist. Much of the threats looming end up just being visions or dreams to wake up from. That certainly plays into the symbolic nature of the movie, though, so if you're watching it on a complete surface level, it might be frustrating or feel like a slog. At a certain point, everything just kind of clicks, and you realize that it is much more than just a gimmicky horror movie, but still, the horror can get a little bit repetitive in the second half. We are apparently entering the era of dogs becoming actors because Indy here is giving the dog from Anatomy of a Fall a run for his money. It's actually really amazing how expressive this dog is. You can really sense all of their feelings whenever they're timid or horrified or even chipper. And the ways Indy tries to save Todd despite being a helpless animal will melt your heart, in addition to some of the other cute dog moments. Experiencing this through Indy's innocent little point of view really turns what could have been a run-of-the-mill horror story into something genuinely heartrending. This is probably the best way they could have handled making a dog-themed horror movie.